to be a Christian.
Every Sunday is Education Sunday at St. Stephen Church in Louisville's West End.
Talk to me, somebody. And that is why it's very important that Christians be different. Be different.
Reverend Kevin Cosby uses the pulpit to help young and old excel and succeed through education. The racial achievement gap, especially among young black men, is a serious challenge in Louisville. Only 14% of African American adults here hold a bachelor's degree, and Louisville ranks last among 15 competitor cities in the percentage of African Americans with college degrees.
We are finding the clock was ticking so long ago, and now everyone is hearing the tick-tick.
Now listen, have you all heard about 55,000 degrees?
That's mobilized Louisville's African American leaders to commit that 15,000 degrees will come from their community, 15K out of the city's big goal of 55,000 degrees by 2020. You have to face it to fix it, says Reverend Cosby.
And where we are in our community is not where we want to be and not where we should be.
If we reach the 15K, we will see a closing of the achievement gap in higher education. So it is a lofty number, but we believe we're going to give all that we have to it to make sure that that number is successful.
The leaders of our African American community have stepped up and say, we want to own 15,000 of the 55,000 degrees. So we're calling that 15K. To me, this is a great example of leadership, and they were the first group to step up.
Amatara Shabazz is one of many church members that Reverend Cosby is inspiring to go get a degree.
It's been so important for me because, for one, I never had anyone believe that I could do it. I'm working, I have children. Graduate school by no means is easy. And so it takes a lot of discipline and a lot of hard work.
Knowledge is power, you know, and if you learn, you'll be able to earn. And also, if you learn, if other people see your walk, will be a testimony to them that even I can do this. You know, we're in the ghetto, but we're not of the ghetto.
Simmons College is a port of entry into higher education for many students. Established in 1879 by former slaves who recognized the value of education, it's experiencing a rebirth as enrollment climbs.
I had to motivate myself as well to say this is something I'm not too old to do, get my education. I'm determined.
I tell people that success is not hocus pocus, it's focus, focus.
The city's African American community focuses on a college-going culture in two ways, on its own and enlisting the support of others. The University of Louisville collaborates with Go College Shawnee High School to intensify graduation rates.
When we've had 100% of our students gain college admissions and/or employment after high school. And the goal is not only to help them get in, but to be retained and graduate.
Good morning, Atkinson Scholars, and
it partners with Atkinson Elementary to boost achievement and aspirations. Each grade knows one number, the year they'll go to college.
5th grade, what year are you going to college?
We've got to develop that culture that begins early, and kids don't get discouraged and say, I can't ever do it, and give up before they ever have a chance.
U of L's Cardinal Covenant program ensures students who are at 150% of poverty can get their degrees.
The opportunity to come to the University of Louisville at no cost. And that's not just tuition, but that's room, board, and books.
It's a revolution in education. Flyers and community volunteers spread the word door to door to barbershops and beauty salons, making Louisville's West End 40203 zip code the 13th poorest in the country, the front lines for change. The YMCA's Black Achievers program powers that change with Saturday classes.
If anybody is in the engineering cluster, will you please meet out front to get ready for your field trip?
They get results. 95% of their seniors go to college.
You got to be on top. Remember I told
Beverly Brown volunteers to teach the college readiness cluster.
If you want to make it in society in the future, you got to be able to go beyond where you are now. What we're trying to do is to help our kids become responsible for their community and to help them to know that they can make a change or a difference in where they are. Just because, you know, you're in a bad neighborhood doesn't mean it has to be bad. You can make a difference, and we have to encourage them.
My grandma and my mom told me that, like, if, like, college is, like, where you need to be, and you don't just want to apply for college, you want to graduate from it so you can have a successful life.
I shook his hand. I spoke to her. You know what I did? I took control of the audience. I took control of the room.
Corey Jefferson teaches a boot camp for these 8th graders on goals, values, confidence.
So I need 7 leaders up there. Y'all go sit down. Look at you. Look at you. You running already. Running. Woo! When you get on this stage, for that 2 or 3 minutes, or 30 seconds, or 45 seconds, this is your show. This is your audience. And if they don't perform or you don't get the response from the audience that you want, go get them. Okay? Say, hey, we're gonna do it again, guys.
All right, we're gonna do it again.
But don't do it for me. Do it for you. So the next time, it'll be better. And understand what this says. Because if you understand and live this, you got a foot up on everybody.
I think they need someone to push them towards that so they don't, like, so they can achieve something that their parents couldn't achieve.
Who wants to go to college in here? What's my word?
Scholarship. Yeah.
So where does it start?
Here.
Where did I tell you it started? What is every one of these volunteers in here gonna do? Help you to get where you want to go, right?
It's fun. He's kind of crazy, but I mean, he's just trying to prepare us for the next level.
Some kids just don't care, but others, they are like me. They want to get an education and they want to take in all they can.
Education is the great equalizer, so it gives people hope. And that's what's so powerful about this.